Well, Mike, can you tell me something about FutureLearn and what you think is special about it?
Well, FutureLearn offers free online courses. It was set up in 2013 and it's now the largest platform in Europe that offers free courses. There are over 150 different organisations and around 90 universities, so it's now not just UK, it's around the world, and some 8 million people have registered for courses. And FutureLearn's gone on a journey from being just offering courses towards providing degree programmes now. And I guess what's special about it is that it was designed around what they call social network learning. So instead of just watching a video, reading a piece of text, the learners engage with each other. They have conversations online, they share their perspectives, and the learners have said that's what makes it special. It gives it a new dimension.
That sounds great. And in terms of the kind of design of FutureLearn and the way that research has influenced it, could you tell us something about that? And you have a particular role in that, in the original design of the platform. Tell us a bit about how that's worked.
It builds on 50 years of experience that we have here at the OU, and particularly in IET, on how you design successful learning at a distance. And I led a small group of people from the OU who informed the design of the FutureLearn platform. So I've been academic lead on FutureLearn. And the design is around what we call conversational learning, what FutureLearn calls social learning. This idea that whenever we learn, we engage in conversations, just as we're doing now, but also conversations with ourselves. And how can you support those sorts of conversations? And the great thing about conversational learning is the more people who take part, the better it gets. So it really works for learning at big scale.
That's a really interesting point, because that's one of the challenges that people have felt in the whole rise of the MOOC platforms. So have you been able to do research specifically into what works?
There's been a huge amount of research into what works by FutureLearn as a company, but also from the partners. So one of the things that we've done is to set up the FutureLearn Academic Network, or FLAN, and we've both been involved in that. And FLAN members from the universities associated with FutureLearn have published over 150 papers, some of them to do with how you analyse data from courses, some of them on the design of successful courses. We found out lots of things. We found out what makes a successful course design, particularly the first week of a course, how you can draw students in, how you can work with those students to get them to express their views, how you can ask big questions that the learners then answer during the course, and get them to set goals which they can then address as the course progresses. So we've learned a lot about how to design really effective courses on FutureLearn.
That's great, and my experience of the FutureLearn Academic Network, in a way it's a bit of social learning between the partners. We've been able to really share experiences, and I expect that we'll do more of that in the future. Do you have a sense of future direction for things like FutureLearn and MOOCs?
I think FutureLearn and MOOCs are on a journey. The journey started with putting on short courses, self-contained courses for free. Then it moved on to micro-credentials, so how you can have a group of courses with a qualification or credential at the end. And then that has now grown into offering full degree courses, either at postgraduate level or undergraduate level on the platforms. So I think the future direction is to have more of these accredited courses, but particularly to support professional development and lifelong learning. So to see the learner as somebody who goes through a journey throughout a lifetime, and platforms like FutureLearn could support that journey and get those learners in contact with potential employers, but also with other people who are on the same journey through a lifetime of learning.
That's really helpful way of thinking about what might happen next. It seems to me that it's another example of the connection we nowadays see between formal and informal learning, and that's an important direction for our joint research in the future.
Yes, and FutureLearn sits exactly at that bridge between formal and informal learning. So you can start as an informal learner, something you have a passion about or an interest about, and then you can progress towards formal learning, which may eventually involve a change of career. And so there are opportunities to move between formal and informal learning and to accredit both formal and informal learning.
I think we're going to hear more about this in the future. Thanks very much, Mike.
Thank you, Aileen.